I've just been listening to the Restore Me audiobook and I'm almost done with it. I definitely think I can finish it today. And then that'll be the first book that I finish this month. Finally, because I've been kind of slacking in the reading department. That's just because I've been like mostly focused on writing, I think. But I did want to tell you that I started using that new app that I mentioned, I think in a few reading vlogs ago, Scribd for audiobooks, because I was like threatening to cancel my Audible subscription because it was so expensive and I was looking for a better alternative, and a lot of you guys suggested I try Scribd, and I did. I downloaded it last night and that's where I've been listening to the audiobook of this, and so far I'm really liking the app. The library of choices is definitely smaller than Audible, I've noticed, but it's not bad. Like, it's still definitely big enough that like I'm willing to switch over to it. Unfortunately, from what I was looking at, a lot of the books on there I've already read, so I wish I had the app earlier, like before I read all of those books. But they do have some new releases, not all, but they have a decent amount. Like, it's definitely satisfying. And I noticed that out of the 6 books on my TBR for this month that you guys picked out for me, 3 of them are on there as audiobooks, so that's good. One thing I have noticed about the Restore Me audiobook, and I don't know if this is like special to that app or if they just have the same narrators as Audible and everything, but the narrators for Restore Me, oh my god. So Restore Me is told in 2 different point of views. It's from Juliet's point of view and Warner's point of view, so there's 2 different narrators for the 2 different voices. And the girl who's reading for Juliet, she has this like baby voice, and it's so weird because I do not associate that kind of voice with Juliet at all. It is just so weird. I can't. Like, she's like talking about like, I want to go kill people. It's this like little baby voice. It's like disturbing. If you have this app, like just go listen to like a section of this audiobook just so you can hear what I'm talking about because it's hilarious. Also, I wanted to show you guys I got a new tapestry behind my bed just because that white wall was like so plain and I just needed something on there, and I just put my dream catcher on top. And I moved the Christmas lights that used to be around the top of my bed and put them like around my bookshelf and around my paintings over there. But then these lights that I like recently put up on this tapestry, they're like not working anymore and I don't know why, and it's really sad. Hey guys, so far this morning I've just been reading Restore Me and I'm getting really close to the end. I can't like tell you what chapter I'm on because the chapters are not numbered, but I'm on page 327. And for the most part I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely kind of wishing I had reread the Shatter Me trilogy before picking this up just because I don't remember a lot of what happened. So I feel like a lot of the like revelations and stuff would hit a lot harder if like the whole series was fresher in my mind, if that makes sense. But I'm definitely still enjoying it. I love these books and I love these characters, so just kind of being like back into this world after so many years away from it has been really nice. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a break and set this down and I'm going to work on outlining my own. I've been working on this outline for a while and I'm almost to the end of it. I'm at the last couple of chapters of outlining, but as I've like gone through, I've been like making notes as like things occur to me. So I've like fleshed out the backstory a lot and I've come up with a lot of subplots and stuff that I want to add in, so now I'm going to have to go back and add a lot of stuff in the beginning to like set up for things that happen later. So I'm going to try and finish at least like a rough draft of the outline today and like get all the way to the end of the book, and then maybe start going back and like, you know, the second draft of the outline. It's a never-ending process. Now I've gotten sidetracked. I'm just going to include this in here just because a lot of you guys have been asking about how the publishing process is going for The Sweetest Cat of Poison, which if you didn't know, it's my book that's coming out August 12th. You can pre-order it. So basically I just got an email this morning saying there were more POs in, so like purchase orders, which I have to go in and confirm and stuff, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm basically almost done with the outline. I'm at the part of the book where it's like the climax and the ending kind of part, and I'm just like so like putting too much pressure on myself because like obviously I want this part of the book to be like awesome, and like obviously this is a rough draft of an outline. I have time to make it better, but I'm like overthinking myself way more writing this part than any other part of the outline, so it's taking me a little bit longer. So nice and sunny today. It's supposed to be 95 degrees, which is a little bit crazy, but thankfully we finally opened our pool. But I'm also supposed to, hopefully, we'll see when the mail gets here, get the 3 copies of my book, which I'm using for giveaways, in the mail today, so I really need to film like the giveaway video to explain the giveaway and everything. If you didn't know, I'm doing a giveaway on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter account, and on my Bookstagram account. I feel like all 3 of those will still be going by the time this video gets up, so if you haven't entered those giveaways yet, you should do that. So it is 12:35 on Monday, and I finished my first book of the week. But the ending of this was really, really good, and now I just want the next book, and I don't have it, and it's just not a fun feeling. So I've started watching How to Get Away with Murder again. I used to be obsessed with this show, and then I just like got behind and kind of forgot that it existed, so now I'm in season 4 and I'm getting caught up, and it's so good. Let me know if you watch this show, because I just, every time, all it takes is like 20 minutes into an episode and I'm already like sucked in again. Here's what I'm thinking for the rest of the day, book-wise. I don't know if this is like rest of the day or rest of the week, depends on how long this takes me, but these are the books that I'm planning on picking up next since I just finished Restore Me. So I found the audiobook for Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson on that new app, and I was actually already reading the physical book of this. I'm about 87 pages into it, and I was actually like struggling so much that I was thinking about DNFing it, or at least like setting it aside and just maybe picking it up some later time this month, which was unusual. I like really liked the first chapter, and then the book just lost steam and I was bored, and I was just like slogging through it, and I could feel it putting me in a reading slump. But then I saw that they have the audiobook on Scribd, so I'm definitely gonna try the audiobook to see if I can get through the rest of this book, and maybe I'll enjoy it more on the audiobook. And then while I'm listening to that, I'm also gonna pick up another book, because I like to like listen to an audiobook and read a physical book at the same time, have 2 going at once. So the physical book that I think I'm gonna read next is Save the Date by Matson. I've read the prologue for this and I liked it so far. I'm in the mood for a contemporary. Like, it's super sunny and warm and summer and everything, so I'm in the mood for a contemporary. As for the rest of the day, I am dressed to work out, so I'm gonna do a workout real quick, and I think I'm gonna get in the pool before the sun goes down because it's so hot and nice today, and then I will get back to reading. That was such a lie. I need to film that giveaway video because I need to film before I get all sweaty, so I'm gonna go do that now. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to do a HIIT workout when it's 95 degrees, when just the warm up for my HIITs makes me sweat. But now I'm gonna go in the pool to cool off and hopefully not die. So I just got back inside from the pool, and of course this happened to me. I stepped on something outside of the pool. I don't know if it was like a nail or whatever, but I totally like sliced open the bottom of my foot. It's fine. This kind of thing happens to me all the time, but it actually hurts very badly. So I'm gonna be off my feet for the rest of the night, which is probably a good thing because I have a lot of work to do, and this will just like force me to stay put and get it done. So I have some blog articles to get done for the week, so I need to email my editor about those, and other than that, I want to read some more. I don't know if I'm gonna look at my outline anymore today. We'll see if I feel inspired. But I really want to try out this audiobook and see how I feel about the narrator. I'm just like getting flashbacks to the Restore Me audiobook and how weird that narration was, so we'll see if this one's any better. Hey guys, so I have 3 things happening kind of simultaneously right now, just kind of switching off between the 3. So I've been reading Undead Girl Gang. I'm not like super far in it. I'm at page 121 and I was around like 80 something, so I've read like 40 pages of this. But if you combine that with the like 200 pages of Restore Me read today, it's a pretty good day. I've also been getting caught up on some booktube videos because I'm the worst and I can never stay caught up on everyone's videos. I finished a blog article for work, which was actually really cool. If you guys are totally not going to care if you're not vegan, but if you are vegan, you might think this is cool. So the actress from Harry Potter who played Luna Lovegood, Ivana Lynch, she's creating this new cruelty-free beauty subscription box. So that's what the article's on if you were interested. It's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. And I'm also working on my outline. This time I've decided to bring out the trusty notebook and handwrite it. I'm still like struggling with the climax and the ending, so right now I'm just like brainstorming a bunch of things because I like vaguely know what I want, but obviously I want like a clearer idea, and I want, this is like the most important part of the book to me, like I want this to be really good. So yeah, I'm gonna see how much more of Undead Girl Gang I can get done tonight, watch a couple more videos, and then go to bed early because I am trying to get my sleep schedule back on check so I can get up at a normal human time. I can't even blame the like several different time zone changes I've been through lately because it's been like long enough. I should be acclimated to this time zone now. Good morning and happy Tuesday. So last night I managed to get a little more reading done. I made it to page 156 of Undead Girl Gang. And I also picked up Save the Date and I got to chapter 4, so I read about 58 pages of this guy. So I woke up this morning and my foot hurts. Like I can't put pressure on it, so I'm definitely going to be off my feet again today, which is good because that means I can get some reading done. I'm like inspired again. I like really want to work on my outline, especially after I did all that brainstorming last night, and I have a video to edit and I have 2 articles to write. So it's gonna be a busy day. I feel like my routine every Tuesday morning has been the same in every single one of these videos. I'm just sitting here watching The Bachelorette, which I recorded from last night, and I'm about to start work. I've written a rough draft of one of my articles already. I still need to like find the photos and stuff I'm gonna use with it. And I just finished setting up the giveaway page, and now I'm uploading the video to talk about the giveaway. I just finished editing my little thumbnail down there, and this will be going up today. I've also been working on my outline a little bit. I'm almost to the end of the book. I'm so close. Pretty much accepted the fact that I'm just gonna look like I just got out of bed all day today, so we're just gonna deal with it. But I finished my blog articles, and since my foot just like does not agree with me standing or doing anything on it, I've been getting a lot of reading done. So I've been reading Undead Girl Gang. More specifically, I've been listening to the audiobook, and I was like feeling iffy about it. I felt like it was really predictable and I didn't like the way it was going, but it just took a turn, and now I'm like a lot more into the story. So I'm around like 240 pages into it. I don't really remember where I started from. But then I've also been reading some of Save the Date, and I'm over 106 pages into this, so I've read about another like 50 pages of this so far, and I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if all of Morgan Matson's books are like this, or if all contemporary books are like this, TBH, because I don't read a lot of them. But I feel like this one's special because it's like a lot bigger than I feel like most contemporaries are. So my point is there's like a lot of description, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. Like the story feels like really rich already. I'm only 100 pages in, and I feel like I really have a good feel for this family and all of the characters. Like there's a lot of characters in this book, but they're all very unique, and I have like a specific image for every single one of them in my mind, and I never get them confused, which is nice. I guess this is the kind of like contemporary I would equate to, like, you know, those high fantasies that are like really descriptive and like really long and take a long time into the world building. So this is probably the kind of contemporary you would enjoy if you like really like all of those details and like really getting to know everything about the story. So that's my way of saying it's not very fast paced, but I am enjoying it more than I thought I would enjoy a book like this. And then Undead Girl Gang, I'm really glad I have the audiobook. I don't think I would have finished this without it.
Well, I had me a girl in LA. I knew she could not stay. Had me a girl in San Diego.
Hi. So I think I'm going to take a break from physically reading my books, and I'm going to listen to the audiobook for a while and go upstairs because I think I want to bake some muffins. I have no idea why that just like pops into my head that I really want to make muffins, but I'm gonna go make some muffins.
One day she just had to go.
So while I was already in the kitchen, while I was making my muffins, I just decided to go ahead and make dinner because I was hungry. So in all of that time while I was cooking, I managed to finish the audiobook for Undead Girl Gang, and I ended up giving it a 3.5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Like overall it was fun and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't as good as I was hoping it to be, and I didn't love it or anything. I will say the beginning kind of dragged for me, and I was struggling. Like I said, I was like thinking about DNFing it. So if you're like not super into it at the beginning, I do think the second half is better. So it is one of those books that I think it's worth pushing through. So now I'm gonna read Save the Date for the rest of the night, figure out what my next audiobook is gonna be. But for now, I'm gonna watch some How to Get Away with Murder on Netflix. I just realized that I haven't updated you guys yet for the day. I just finished running some errands and I'm about to go to the gym, which is why I'm dressed like this. But I have made some progress, so I thought I would update you before I get all sweaty and gross looking. So for Save the Date, I'm now on page 147. I don't know what I was on before, but I'm about 150 pages into this book now. And I also started another one. I started Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes, and I'm about 130 pages into this one. So far I've been able to finish 1 book a day, which is just like crazy, and now I'm just like getting competitive with myself. I'm just like, can I keep it up? So we'll see if I can finish either one of these books today. It's quite the lofty goal, but we'll see. Ooh, I just sat down and this chair is hot. I'm also gonna like angle it a different way so my sun's not in my eyes. Anyway, I just got back from the gym and it's so nice out here today, so I thought I would just sit outside while I read for a little bit, get a little bit of vitamin D, hang out with my dogs. I've been listening to the Queen of Hearts audiobook while I was doing other stuff, but now I want to take like a little break and just sit down and read physically Save the Date for a while. Also, I just set up my giveaway on Twitter. That one's going to be open a little bit later than the YouTube giveaway, which is going on right now still. So if you haven't entered that Twitter giveaway, I think I set the closing day as July 20th. So if you're watching this before July 20th, and you can still go enter that if you'd like. Just go check out my Twitter page, which is at Katesbookdate. One thing, okay, I'm not even holding Queen of Hearts, but I'm gonna talk about it for a second. It's like okay, it's kind of lukewarm is how I would describe it, but one thing that's like really bothering me is it keeps doing these like random time jumps as if the author just like didn't want to have to write like what happens in between the big events like at all. Like it'll be like something's happening and then she'll be like a month later and something else is happening, and it's just like not flowing well. It's just really weird and abrupt. So that's my biggest issue with it. It is like really light and fun, and obviously I love Alice in Wonderland, so like it's fun to read a retelling of that, but I have like a really high bar for Alice in Wonderland retellings because I love Heartless by Marissa Meyer so much, and this one, I'm sorry, it's not living up to that, but I'm still enjoying it. And I noticed that on the Scribd app, it has all of the audiobooks for that series, so I might continue reading the series just because I can. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read Save the Date for a little bit, and I will check in with you later. Okay, so now I am going to buckle down and I am going to get work done for the rest of this afternoon. I've got a large coffee all ready to go, some popcorn to snack on if I feel like I'm gonna die. And I am going to finish this rough draft of my outline today if it kills me. I've been focused so much on reading this week, which is awesome. Obviously I want to get a lot of reading done, but that means I've been kind of like neglecting my writing. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to find a balance between the two. It's definitely something I need to work on because I'm either all in with my writing and I just like neglect everything else in my life, or I'm like all in with reading and I'm reading like a book a day. So that's something that I need to work on. But I definitely think if I focus on it, I can finish my outline today and then I can go back and start, you know, revising the second draft of it. I also just finished answering some interview questions because a blogger in Australia actually wanted to interview me about my upcoming book before it's released, so that was really cool of her, so I just finished doing that.
2 hours later.
I finished my outline! The rough draft clocks in at around 4,000 words, 8 pages. I still have so much changing to do and I've come up with so many things that I want to go like add in and incorporate, but I finished the rough draft. That feels so good. I got to the end. I am so happy. And I'm happy that everything that I've come up with and all the notes about things I want to change now, I'm not really taking away anything that I have now. I'm just adding to it and like fleshing it out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print out this outline so I can look at a physical copy of it and like highlight it and write it up and stuff, and then just open a new document and just start writing the next draft over again. But yeah, I finally finished the rough draft. I'm so excited. It's been so long since I like sat down to do like a full Bookstagram picture. Like if you guys have noticed, I've just been posting like updates and stuff on my Bookstagram account, and after I transitioned my Bookstagram account into a poetry account, I archived all of the old Bookstagram pictures and I've since archived all of the poetry pictures. So basically you just like haven't seen any of my Bookstagram pictures in a really long time, and I realized I kind of missed it, like setting it up and taking them and all. I used to be like super into photography. I've been working on taking some Bookstagram pictures, which kind of looks funny the way it's set up. I'm definitely out of practice, but I'm hoping this one turns out kind of cool. So I just made a cup of tea. I don't know why I did that because it's like 95 degrees and it's really hot, but I wanted to use my Harry Potter mug and I was just in the mood for this tea. And I'm reading Queen of Hearts and I have like 1 chapter left of this, so I definitely am going to finish this tonight, and that'll make 3 books in 3 days. Look how pretty the sky looks! Good morning and happy Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Not Wednesday? Yeah, we're good. So I've been trying to print out my outline, but it's coming out like this, where it's like kind of printing, kind of not, because we're really low on black ink. But I think we have a decent amount of color ink, so I'm gonna try changing the font color to see if that'll help it print a little bit better. I've also been reading Bonfire by Kristen Ritter a little bit this morning. This isn't technically on my TBR for the month, but I started it before this month, and so I've like already been a little bit into it, and I'm only on chapter 11, so I'm only like 60 some pages into this guy, and that's all the reading I've done this morning, because other than that I've just been working on trying to get this outline to print because I really want to work on a second draft of this today. Okay, that looks a little more normal. It's gonna work. The font ended up being like half purpley, half red, but whatever, it's legible and that's what's important. I was thinking I was gonna have to drive like all the way to the library or something to get this printed out today, so I'm glad the color thing actually worked. I've already talked about this a little, but basically what my plan is to go through the notes that I made at the bottom of the outline and start making notes near like the beginning chapters of what I need to add and stuff. And once I kind of figure that out, I'm just gonna open a new document and start writing the new outline while like referring to the old one, and we'll see how it goes. Just kidding, gonna have to slam the brakes on working on the outline because I just realized I got an email from my editor at like 3 in the morning. I don't know why she was up at 3 in the morning. So now I need to take care of some stuff for her and I don't know how long this is gonna take. So 3 hours and 1 very large cup of coffee later, I've made a lot of really good progress. I think I'm just in it for the long haul today. I think I'm just gonna keep working on this because I'm like in the zone. I'm not even like halfway done with the changes I've needed. Sorry, my battery just died. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not even halfway done with the outline, but I've made a lot of good progress. And I've also realized that my Apple Watch is broken. Can you see that? Like the screen has just like straight up popped out, but it still works. So I've tried to pop it back in and it's not working. But I've had this watch for over like 2.5 years. This is like the original very first one that came out, so I'm thinking I'm either gonna have to go to the Apple store and try and get it fixed or just get it replaced. It's not a big deal, but it's still just irritating, and that's a couple $100 that I didn't want to have to spend. Hey guys, so today's Friday. Sorry, I just kind of dropped off the map and stopped updating you like halfway through yesterday, and I also haven't done anything today and it's already pretty late in the day. I just ended up getting some bad news in the middle of the day yesterday, which just kind of bummed me out, so I just kind of quit the vlogging thing for a little bit, but I've been super productive today. Also, something good did happen yesterday. I got the final copies of my book in the mail. These are the 3 that I'm going to be giving out for giveaway, so I'm going to sign them and personalize them and send them to 3 of you guys, which I'm really excited about. Also, just like seeing multiple copies of my book in like physical form is just so exciting. But as for today, I've really just been working on my outline. Yesterday I printed it out and this is like way too bright, but I have like notes all over all of the pages, and I actually just kind of like knocked it out this morning. I typed up the second draft. It ended up being like 6,000 words, like 12 or 13 pages long. But I'm really happy with the way that the outline has turned out. I've kind of like worked out a lot of the kinks and the things I was struggling with in the story. Finally managed to name some people and things that I've been trying to find a name for. And now I'm actually drafting like the first scene and just kind of like writing dialogue and little exchanges and stuff, and I'm really excited to actually like get started on writing this. I've been doing a lot of research on like governments and stuff and like technical terms and things like that, just so I can have some details straight in my mind before I get writing. But I'm really excited about this project, and I haven't read anything today. I don't know if I'm gonna read or if I'm just gonna like be writing and stuff. And I know I look like super rough today. I just like couldn't be bothered. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here today actually, just so I can get it edited. And I just, again, with that bad news, I'm just like no longer in the mood for vlogging. It'll be fine, like I'll be fine. I'll just have this little mini like pity party for myself and then I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna get this edited so I can get it up to you either like later today or tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it this far in the vlog. I have a feeling it was a long one. I don't know how long it is, but it feels like it's been a long time. Make sure to pre-order my book or add me on social media. All of those links are down below in the description, and I'll just see you guys next week with another weekly reading vlog. Bye.